Hello guys, this is Arvind here from Edureka and I welcome you all to this amazing session on Amazon Rekognition. So before we move any further, let us have a quick look at the agenda for today's session. So as you can see on the screen, we'll be starting with what exactly is Amazon Rekognition. After that, we will have a look at few of its features and then we will also discuss the advantages of Amazon Rekognition. Moving on, we will see how exactly it works, the underlying process and the overall execution flow. After that, we will have a look at the few of the use cases wherein Amazon Rekognition can be used or where it can be applied. And finally, we will end this session with a short demo wherein I will show you how do you actually use this Amazon Rekognition. So I hope I'm clear with the agenda, guys. Pretty simple. Just a reminder, in case you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and also hit the bell icon so that you never miss an update from Edureka. And also, if you're someone who's looking for a course in AWS, then you can find the link for that course in the description box below. So without any further ado, let us begin with our first topic. What is Amazon Rekognition? So as you can see on the screen, Amazon Rekognition makes it easy to add image and video analysis to your applications using proven, highly scalable deep learning technology that requires no machine learning expertise to use. With Amazon Rekognition, you can identify objects, people, text, scenes, and activities in images and videos, as well as detect any appropriate content. Amazon Rekognition also provides highly accurate facial analysis and facial search capabilities that you can use to detect and analyze and compare faces for a wide variety of user verification, people counting, and public safety use cases. With Amazon Rekognition custom labels, you can identify the objects and scenes in images that are specific to your business needs. So let me give an example here. You can build a model to classify a specific machine parts on your assembly line or to detect unhealthy plants. Amazon Rekognition custom labels takes care of the heavy lifting of model deployment for you. So no machine learning experience is required here. You simply need to supply images of objects or scenes you want to identify, and the service handles the rest. So this was the overall idea behind the concept of Amazon Rekognition. So now let us just move on and discuss the various features. So the first feature of Amazon Rekognition is the labels. With Amazon Rekognition, you can identify thousands of objects such as bike, telephone, building, and scenes such as parking lot or beach or a stadium or whatever. When analyzing video, you can also identify specific activities such as playing football, delivering a package, and so on. So the second feature here is the custom labels. With Amazon Rekognition custom labels, you can extend the capabilities of Amazon Rekognition to extract information from images that is uniquely helpful to your business. So, for example, you can find your corporate logo in social media, identify your products on store shelves, classify your machine parts in an assembly line, or detect your animated characters in videos. The third point here is the content moderation. Amazon Rekognition helps you identify potentially unsafe or inappropriate content across both image and video assets and provides you with a detailed labels that allow you to accurately control what you want to allow based on your needs. So the next point here is the text detection. In photos, text appears very differently than neat words on a printed page. Amazon Rekognition can read skewed and distorted text to capture information like store names, street signs, and text on product packaging. So the next feature here is the face detection and analysis. With Amazon Rekognition, you can easily detect when faces appear in images and videos and get attributes such as gender, age, range, eyes open, glasses, facial hair for each. In video, you can also measure how these attributes change over the time, such as constructing a timeline of the emotions expressed by an actor. So the next point here is the face search and verification. Amazon Rekognition provides fast and accurate face search, allowing you to identify a person in a photo or a video using your private repository of face images. You can also verify identity by analyzing a face image against images you have restored for comparison. So the next point here is the celebrity recognition. You can quickly identify well-known people in your video and image libraries to catalog footage and photos for marketing, advertising, and media industry use cases. And the last point here is the pathing. You can capture the path of the people in the scene when using Amazon Rekognition with video files. For example, you can use the movement of athletes during a game to identify plays for the post-game analysis. So these were some of the features of Amazon Rekognition. And now let us talk about the advantages here. So the first advantage here is that you can easily integrate powerful image recognition in your mobile or desktop application. So here you eliminate the time-consuming complexity associated with creating capacity for image recognition in your applications with this simple API. AWS Rekognition is a turnkey solution for precise and robust image recognition. Moving on, the second point here is the artificial intelligence is at the core of the AWS Rekognition. This service has grown out of deep learning technology that Amazon has been working on for some time already. As a result, Amazon is continuously adding support for new objects and improving their facial analysis capacity. The breadth and precision of Amazon Rekognition keeps growing and improving as the new challenges present themselves. The third point here is image analysis that is scalable. Amazon Rekognition analyzes literally billions of images over the course of a single day. The service provides uniform response times independently of the volume of request for analysis that you carry out. This is to say that the latency of your request for information remains the same whether or not you make one request or thousand or even more. The next advantage here is full integration with the popular components of the Amazon Web Services. So Amazon Rekognition is designed to work together perfectly with Amazon S3, AWS Lambda, and various other popular AWS services. So as far as integration of Amazon Rekognition is concerned, there is not a single issue that you can face while integration. And the last point here is the low cost. Developers only pay for the quantity of images that they analyze and the metadata for faces that they store. There are no required minimum payments or initial commitments. So these were some of the benefits of Amazon Rekognition. So let's just move on to the next part here to understand how it works. So Amazon Rekognition provides two API sets. You can use Amazon Rekognition image for analyzing images and Amazon Rekognition video for analyzing the videos. Both the APIs analyze images and videos to provide insights you can use in your applications. For example, you could use Amazon Rekognition image to enhance the customer experience for a photo management application. When a customer uploads a photo, your application can use Amazon Rekognition image to detect real-world objects or faces in the image. After your application stores the information returned from Amazon Rekognition image, the user could then query their photo collection for photos with a specific object or a face. Deeper querying is also possible. So for example, the user could query for faces that are smiling or query for faces that are of a certain age. You can use Amazon Rekognition video to track the path of the people in a stored video. Alternatively, you can use Amazon Rekognition video to search a streaming video for persons whose facial descriptions match the facial descriptions already stored by Amazon Rekognition. The Amazon Rekognition API makes deep learning image analysis easy to use. For example, Recognize Celebrity returns information for up to 100 celebrities detected in an image. This includes the information about where celebrity faces are detected on the image and where to get further information about the celebrity. So this was the overall working of Amazon Rekognition. So now let us discuss a few use cases wherein Amazon Rekognition can be used. So the first use case here is make content searchable. Amazon Rekognition automatically extracts metadata from your image and video files, capturing object, faces, text, and much more. This metadata can be used to easily search your images and videos with keywords or to find the right assets for content syndication. The next point here is flag the inappropriate content. With Amazon Rekognition, you can automatically flag inappropriate content such as nudity, graphic violence, or weapons in an image or a video. Using the detailed metadata returned, you can create your own rules based on what is considered appropriate for the culture and demographics for your users. The third point here is enabling digital identity verification. Using Amazon Rekognition, you can create scalable authentication workflows for automated payments and other identity verification scenarios. Amazon Rekognition lets you easily perform face verification for opted-in users by comparing a photo or a selfie with an identifying document such as the driving license. So the next point here is respond quickly to the public safety challenges. Amazon Rekognition allows you to create applications that help finding missing persons in images and videos. By searching for their faces against a database of missing persons that you provide, you can accurately flag potential matches and speed up a rescue operation. So the next point here is identify products, landmarks, and brands. App developers can use Amazon Rekognition custom labels to identify specific items in social media or photo apps. For example, you could train a custom model to identify a famous landmark in a city to provide tourists with the information about its history, operating hours, and ticket prices by simply taking a photograph. And the last point here is analyze the shopper patterns. With Amazon Rekognition, you can analyze shopper behavior and density in your retail store by studying the path that each person follows. Using face analysis, you can also understand the average age ranges, gender distribution, and emotions expressed by the people without even identifying them. So these were some of the use cases wherein Amazon Rekognition can be used. So now let us just move on to the last part of this session, that is the demo part. So what we will be doing here is we'll get one image here and we will try to fetch labels out of that image, so something like object detection and all those things. So for that, let me just go to my Amazon console here. Okay. So you need to have an Amazon account here to use this. Okay. So first of all, what do we need is we need to search the IAM here. So IAM is basically for defining the roles here. Okay. So click on IAM, that is from the services, identity and access management. So here what you need to do is you have to click on roles here. So once you do that, so say for example, you have to create a new role here. So once you click on create role here, you have to choose the Lambda option here. So once you click on Lambda, then you have to click on permissions here. So once you do that, you have to filter policies here. So for that, we need Lambda execute, AWS Lambda execute. After that, we will need one more policy here, recognition full access. So this one. Okay. So you have to just click on this checkbox here and click on next tags. So this part is totally optional, as you can see here. After that, click on review here and you just have to name your role. So say for example, Arvind underscore role. So once you do that, click on create role. So as you can see here, this Arvind role has been created. So after this, you have to click on services here and click on S3. Okay, in the storage part, you have S3. I have this S3 management console here, and once you go to S3, you have to create a bucket here. So creating a bucket is very simple. You have to just click on create bucket here, type the name of the bucket. So once you do that, you have to click on create bucket. And as you can see, I've already created one bucket here, Edureka Recog bucket. So once you create this bucket here, you have to upload one image here. So for uploading this image, so let me just show you this image. As you can see here, my image.jpg. So for uploading this, you have to click on upload here and you just have to add it. Okay, or you can drag and drop as well. So let me show you the image that I've just added here. So this is the image on which we will be doing some analysis. So once you add this image here, and now what you have to do is you have to click on services here and search for Lambda. So once you click on Lambda here, so what you need to do is you have to create a function here. Okay, so as you can see here, you have to click on create function. So once you do that, you have to name your function. So you can name it whatever you want. So I will just name it my Edureka func. And runtime, you have to choose the language to use to write your own function. So here I will choose Python 3.6. So here you have to choose or create an execution role. So if you remember, just few minutes ago, we created one role here, Arvind role. Okay, so you just have to create a role, select that role here. Okay, so as you can see, there's this option of existing role. use an existing role to select Arvind underscore role here. Okay, so once you do that, you have to click on create function. So as you can see here, this function my Edureka func, and here you have to write your code here. So as you can see here, this is our code for analyzing that image here. Apart from JSON, we have to import Boto3, and this is the definition of this function. Here you have to use one client here. Okay, for that I've defined this client using Boto3.client, and the name of the client is Rekognition. And S3 also we have to define for this client. And once you do that, you have to get your S3 object. For that we have the function this, as you can see, S3.get object. Here we have to specify bucket name. So the bucket that you created in S3, the name of that bucket here, and the name of the image here. So this is like key value pair. So bucket and key. After that, you have to get the content of that file, whatever you have passed here. Okay, my image.jpeg. And after that, once we get the file content, we have to get the response here. Okay, so for response, we have response equal to client.detect labels. So basically, out of that image, we are detecting labels here. Okay, so whatever objects or things that we can identify out of that image. So for that, we have written detect underscore labels, in which we have to pass this image, S3 object, bucket, name of the bucket, and the name of the image here. Okay, so once you do that, you can also specify here maximum labels. So this part is totally optional. If you specify maximum labels 3 here, so in the output you will get 3 labels. If you remove this parameter here, max labels, even that is fine. You'll get as many number of labels that are present in the image. Okay, and the minimum confidence here is, so you can specify your value 70, 75, 80, whatever you want. So I've specified 70 here. Okay, so once you do this, you just have to print the response here. So once you do that, you have to click on save here. And now what we will do is just have to test this. So click on test here, and you have to name this event. You can name it whatever you want. I've just named it my test, and click on create here. So after this, click on test here. So as you can see here, once you click on test, you can see the result here, execution result succeeded, and the details here. So in the details, okay, so the log output, as you can see here, so we'll just verify this. So the labels are person. Okay, so in this image, the recognition can see a person here, and the confidence level for that is 99.10 something. So this was one label, and after that we have another label, indoors. Okay, so the confidence for that is 84.44, and the third one is the table. Okay, so as you can see, this person is sitting inside a room, so that's why it said indoors, and you have one table as well here. Okay, so this was the third label. As you can see here, table and confidence 70.38. Okay, so now what we will do is we'll just edit this thing here. We'll try and change the max label thing here. Okay, so let's just remove this, and now we will click on, we have removed that parameter max labels, and click on save here. And now we will again click on test here. Okay, so once you do that, as you can see here, we will get many number of labels. So we have human here, and person, and after that we have indoors, and table, furniture. So we have these many number of labels here. So these are pretty much relevant to this image here. So this was the demo part, okay, wherein we performed some image analysis. So after this, what you can do is, just for further demo purpose, or you can try it on your own if you want, you can just add video here. Okay, so on that video also you can perform some analysis. So with this, we have come to the end of this session here on Amazon Rekognition. I hope you guys have enjoyed this session. If you have any queries related to this session, then you can write them in the comment box below, and my team is here to help you with all sorts of your queries. So thank you for being with us, and all the best.
I hope you have enjoyed listening to this video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries, and we will reply them at the earliest. Do look out for more videos in our playlist and subscribe to Edureka channel to learn more. Happy learning!